Hey everybody, it's Stuart Fuchs from Ukulele Zen with video number 3 from chapter 2 of Rockabilly for Ukulele, Uke-abilly. What we're doing with this chapter is we're adding boogie notes to different chords and different keys. Right now we're going to explore F. Now the key of F, we already know the F chord, where the boogie notes are, because it was the 4 chord in the key of C. Now that we're in the key of F, it's the 1 chord. You could always try it with your pinky up top every once in a while. See? I know I broke the pattern of the strum. That happens, of course. Now, when we get to the B flat 7 chord, it's a bar chord. So when you're barring, notice how I have a little bit of extra finger sticking up top and I cover all 4 strings. I've made a very thorough bar chord instruction video called the 10-minute bar chord overview. So watch that on my channel, Ukulele Zen. I go through all the different shapes for 7th chords and major chords, and at the end of the video I show you four very important tips for how to make bar chords easier. One of them is to have a little bit of extra finger up top. So now the boogie notes are found here on the 2nd string. So what we're doing is we're going to play. And here we are now back to F. Now the 5 chord is C. We already know C from our first key of C. Back to F. I'm going to play through a 12-bar blues in F, but before I do, I want to show that you might already be picking up on, if you've watched all these videos of this chapter, you might be picking up that I'm starting to do some different things. One of the things that you can do is you can leave the boogie notes down for their full value of time, or you can take them off and bounce or switch between the boogie note on the open string. That sounds like this when you go between the open string. So that means on my up strum, I'm opening up the open string. Here it is on C. Cool effect, and it's another thing to put into your palette of colors, so to speak, as you're strumming. So here it is, leaving the fingers down. Okay, leaving them down so they ring for their full value of time. Now I'm going to bounce in between the boogie note and the open string using an up strum to coordinate it. It has a different feel, especially when you're playing it faster. Okay, so that's something I just wanted to outline for you, is just another possibility for these boogie notes. It's very difficult to notate this on paper, so I have to show you this way video. So I hope that you're watching all the way through. I'm going to now play the 12-bar blues. I'm going to use the straight 8th note, rock steady rock and roll beat, heavy accents on 2 and 4. Obviously, we want the backbeat. By the way, Backbeat is the name of a great movie about the Beatles. Rent it tonight. Backbeat. It's the story of Stuart Sutcliffe, the original bass player in the Beatles. Great movie. I'm going to be playing the backbeat, and you'll hear me alternating between 2 and 3 note boogie notes, and I'm also going to be occasionally changing up between holding them down and bouncing between the boogie note and the open string. Lots of different possibilities, so take your time and explore them at a slow speed. I'm going to play it a little faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. a rockin' little number that I want my jockey to play. Roll over Beethoven, gotta hear it again today. Alright, so we'll get into soloing another time. Let's move on to the final video from Chapter 2.